Yes, good afternoon to one and all. Am I audible? Yes,
Yes, sir.
yes. Okay, so today we will continue. Last class we have seen that the gas turbine power plant in detail with its neat layout diagram and related to it explanation we have studied, and also we have studied the site selection for the gas turbine power plant. Okay. So today we will see the next part of our syllabus. So remember this point, the general layout diagram of the gas turbine power plant is very essential. Okay. So based on that one, we can easily give the explanation for the various constituents arrangement in detail mode. Okay. So while attending the question like this, uh, draw the neat layout diagram of any power plant. Means what, into that particular question they will mention specifically which power plant we have to write. Okay, so if they ask, draw the neat layout diagram of a gas turbine power plant and explain their constituents arrangement or the constituents main parts. Okay, so into that we have to explain in detail various constituents parts of the that particular power plant. Okay, so remember this point, layout diagram is very important. We can easily explain the working of that particular power plant. Okay, so last class we have seen gas turbine power plant in detail. Okay, with advantages and disadvantages. Okay, um, so I have uploaded this PowerPoint presentation in our Google Drive. You can refer this PowerPoint presentation for your study purpose. Okay. So I have mentioned over here in this slide the comparative study of all the uh, power plant. Okay, conventional power plant especially. Um, so by seeing this table, we can easily get the idea what are the main constituents, or we can say that main items on the basis we are how will going to classify, sorry, how we will going to differentiate the power plant. Okay, for example, the steam power station, hydroelectric power plant, diesel power plant and nuclear power plant. Okay, so in this case the item, site, initial cost, running cost, uh, limit of source of power and cost of fuel transportation, and cleanliness and simplicity. Okay, next, overall efficiency, starting and space required for, okay, maintenance cost and transmission and distribution cost and standby losses. By referring these main constituents or items, we can easily differentiate the steam power station, hydroelectric power
आज काय
station,
झालं?
diesel power station. Okay, so all these parts we have already discussed. Okay, site and initial cost and running cost. Okay, and means what, in while studying the each and every power plant we have seen in detail. I think slide is not clear now. Yes, tell me. Yes.
No, sir. दिसत नाही, sir.
Okay. So on the basis of these various points, we can differentiate the various power plant. Okay, so while studying the individual power plant, we have studied the what is their exact site selection and what is the initial cost and all. Also we have studied, and running charges, also we have studied. Okay, so while okay, limit of sources of power also we have studied. Cost of fuel transportation also we have seen, and air pollution and what type of pollution is done by that particular power plant also we have seen. Okay, and also overall efficiency also we have seen in that case. Okay, so go through this table, and from this table you will get the detailed idea. Okay, once again, so we will move in next part of our syllabus, that is what the solar power plant. Okay, especially solar thermal power plant we have to remember. Okay, solar power plant is different, solar thermal power plant is different. Means what? It is actually hybridization of um, solar and thermal. Okay, solar thermal power plant is different and solar plant is different. Okay, so we know that, as I said earlier, while studying the nuclear power station, the naturally available source of energy is sun. Okay, on the surface of sun, we have seen that similar to that of the nuclear power station, there will be a one nuclear reaction is taking place. But in case of nuclear power station, we have seen that nuclear fission reaction is taking place. But on the surface of sun, there is a nuclear fusion reaction is taking place. Means what? The four hydrogen atom going to combine to form a one helium atom, and along with that, production of tremendous amount of heat energy as well as light energy. Okay, so that heat and light energy is spread inside the universe, or we can say that inside the galaxy. Okay, um, and that light radiation and the heat energy is come up to the earth surface by or through the electromagnetic waves. Okay, so that solar radiation or the electromagnetic wave which will going to transfer the energy from the sun, that is nothing but the solar radiation, is a great source of heat of generating a steam. Because of by using the solar radiation or the heat of sun rays, we can able to produce the steam. Okay, so steam is highly useful working fluid, as we know that we have seen in case of the steam power station as well as in nuclear power station. Steam, it is a very useful working fluid. It can be used to run the turbines. Okay, heat, heat is heat, not matter what is origin. Okay, means what? We can use the heat of coal combustion for the burn, or heat of heat produced during the nuclear fission also we have to use for the production of the steam by heating the water. Okay, so solar thermal technologies can continue to be developed and decrease in cost. More and more thermal systems that are currently driven by the steam that is generated from the burning of fossil fuels can have their fuel source replaced by the sun. Okay, as we know that we have seen in steam power station and nuclear power station. Okay, um, by using the uh, heat of the sun, we can easily produce the steam. Okay, by using the various systems or various arrangement, we can produce the steam. Okay, so uh, instead of using the fossil fuels, we can use, or you can replace that fossil fuels with the sun. Okay, so the overall efficiency of the power conversion system is composed of the efficiency of solar collectors. In case of the solar thermal power plant, the efficiency of this solar thermal power plant is composed of, means what? The major role is played by the solar collectors and the efficiency of heat engine. Okay, so the total, suppose if we consider the 100 kilojoule is energy, sorry, heat is produced inside the suppose system. So the majority role played behind that one by the solar collector, okay, and remaining, that is what the heat engine, okay. So and another we have to minus the field losses. The typical average of overall efficiency of the solar thermal power plant is around 15 to 20%, okay. Remember this point while attending the MCQ exam, we have to remember this, okay. So the overall efficiency of the solar thermal power plant, okay, is near about 15 to 20%, okay. uh, if we seen that table, into that you will found the efficiency of thermal power plant, nuclear power plant, diesel power plant, okay. um, so remember this point, solar thermal power plant having efficiency ranges from 15 to 20%, okay. So the while building that much efficiency, the major role is played by the solar collectors and heat engine, okay. So remember this point, solar collectors and heat engines are so very important in a solar thermal power plant, okay. So there are two types of the systems to collect the solar radiation, okay. In our syllabus we should not go through in detail because of as per your university syllabus, it is related to only advantages, disadvantages, site selection and general review of the solar thermal power plant, okay. So if we study in more and more means what, we have to google search on it, okay. So I have base tried to give you in detail, okay. So as per the time consideration, we have to remember this point because of up to the 30th April, we have to complete the syllabus, okay. So remember this point. There are two types of the system to collect the solar radiation, okay, and store it, okay. Passive system and active system. Solar thermal power plants are considered active systems, okay. Solar thermal power plants are considered as a active system and solar power plant is a passive system, okay. Solar thermal power plants are considered as an active system. These plants are designed to operate using only solar energy, okay. But most plants can use a fossil fuel combustion to supplement output when needed, okay. So uh, solar thermal power plant designed to operate using the only solar energy. Remember this point, okay. The general strategy of energy conversion using solar thermal energy is presented on the diagram below, okay. So remember, sorry, have a look on this one, okay. You will get the idea or the general layout diagram for the solar thermal power plant, okay. So see over here, mm, collector system, fluid, that is what the transfer of thermal energy, then storage of that hot fluid, and that hot fluid is transferred toward the boiler, okay. Inside the boiler there will be a steam generation. That steam will be transferred to the heat engine, and heat engine, it will going to rotate and it will produce a generator, okay. So if we see this block diagram, the major component of the solar thermal power plant are collector system and heat engine. Okay, so this collector system and heat engine going to contribute to the overall efficiency of the solar thermal power plant. Okay, so remaining accessories like storage and the boiler, they also play the role behind building the efficiency of the solar thermal power plant, but the major role is played only by the collector system and heat engine, okay. So see over here, we will see in detail what are the various types of collector system and how they are going to trap the solar energy, especially heat energy, not a light energy, okay. In case of the solar power plant, we are going to trap the light energy of the sun, and in case of the solar thermal power plant, we are going to trap or we have to collect only heat energy. Okay, so solar collector going to collect the heat from the sun. Okay, so solar collector is very important, we will see in detail. Okay, so first of all, what will happen whenever there is a sun is available in the sky, the collector going to collect the heat energy from the solar radiation. If we studied in I think, I don't know, have you studied 12th standard or not, but in physics there is a black body experiment is there. Means what? According to that black body experiment, if we incident heat inside the black body, it will be totally absorbed by the that particular black body. Okay. म- तुम्हाला माहिती आहे का ब्लॅक बॉडीचा एक्सपेरिमेंट माहिती आहे का? एनीवन टेल मी.
Yes, sir. Heat is attracted toward the black body.
Yes, means what? The black color is going to attract the more and more heat energy. Yes or no? Based on this perfectly black body experiment, our solar collectors are designed. Okay, solar collectors are designed. So solar collector will going to trap the heat energy from the solar radiation. Okay, so that trapped heat energy is given to the working fluid. Okay, in case of our solar thermal power plant, once again the working fluid is what? The water is there. Okay, so that collected heat from the solar radiation is transferred towards the working fluid. Okay, and this water will get heated. Okay, this hot water will be stored for the particular time period inside the storage tank. Okay, so in order to maintain the temperature of the working fluid, this storage tank is made up of isothermal system. Okay, isothermal system means what? Heat cannot be shared with the atmosphere. Okay, or the surroundings. Okay, isothermal system means what? We can't inject the heat inside that system, and the heat uh, from that system cannot be shared for the atmosphere. Okay, म्हणजे काय असतं, या स्टोरेज हा थर्मल इन्सुलेशनचं बनवलेलं असतं किंवा आयसोथर्मल सिस्टम असते. याच्यामध्ये आपल्याला हीट एक्सटर्नली ॲड पण करता येत नाही, किंवा त्यातलं जे काही वर्किंग फ्लुइड आहे त्याची हीट सुद्धा बाहेर ॲटमॉस्फिअरला कंडक्ट होत नाही किंवा ती ट्रान्सफर होत नाही, कारण ती आयसोथर्मल सिस्टम असते. आपल्याला माहिती आहे की आपण आईस्क्रीम वगैरे पाहिला असेल बघा, त्याच्यामध्ये जो डब्बा असतो, जे बॉक्स असतो, तो आयसोथर्मल सिस्टम असते. इवन दो आपण आता पाहतोच आहे उन्हाळ्यामध्ये की आईस्क्रीमवाला आला, बाहेर किती हीट असते तरी सुद्धा त्याच्या आईस्क्रीम ह्या अशा मेल्ट होत नाहीये. तर कशामुळं? कारण त्याचा जो बॉक्स असतो तो आयसोथर्मल असतो. म्हणजे आतलं जे टेम्परेचर आहे ते मेंटेन ठेवलं जातं. बरोबर आहे. तर हा स्टोरेज टँक जो आहे तो आयसोथर्मल सिस्टम असते. ठीक आहे. तर याच्यामध्ये जे की वर्किंग फ्लुइड आहे, जे की हीट झालेलं आहे फ्रॉम सोलार रेडिएशन पासून. ठीक आहे, किंवा सोलार हीट एनर्जी पासून. ठीक आहे, याच्यामध्ये स्टोअर केलं जातं. त्याच्यानंतर बघा, for the particular time period, that working fluid is stored inside the storage tank and it will be transferred towards the boiler. Okay, so remember this point. Why it should be done means what? The hot water is transferred from the storage to the boiler. Why means what? uh, by using the heat energy of the sun, we can't produce the steam which is at a high temperature and high pressure. Okay, as we know that in steam power station as well as nuclear power station, we have seen that the steam should be with a high temperature and high pressure in order to rotate the steam turbine blades. Yes or no? Are you agree with me? Because of in order to rotate the blades of the steam turbine, we have to um, heat that steam with the high velocity, means high pressure and high temperature to the blades of the steam turbine. Okay, so in order to produce that much amount of pressure and temperature of that steam, we have to heat that working fluid once again inside the boiler. So boiler is made available for this purpose over here. Okay, so steam generated inside the boiler. Okay, as we know that various types of boilers are there. Okay, which one is the best as per the our application we have to use there. Okay, so that generated steam is heated on the heat engine. Okay, that steam with a high temperature and high pressure, it will be heated on the heat engine through a nozzle. Okay, through the nozzle. Okay, so this heat engine will going to rotate, and this shaft of this heat engine is coupled to the generator. Okay, so remaining procedure is same as that of the steam power station or nuclear power station. Okay, so here steam, it will be heated on the turbine blade or the steam turbine blade. So mechanical energy is generated. That mechanical energy, it will be transferred to the alternator via or through the shaft coupling. Okay, so from this heat engine, the heat is rejected out. Okay, means what, the heat will be exhausted from this heat engine, means what, that steam is come outside the heat engine. Okay, more correct, steam after the heating turbine blade or the steam turbine blade inside the heat engine, it will be exhausted out. Okay, and it will be taken for the cooling and all, we will see. So I think all of you clear this point. Okay, have you clear or not? Tell me. First of all, the heat energy of from the sun, it is collected inside the solar collector system, and it will be given to the fluid, especially water, and that water will get heated up. Okay, and that hot water is stored for the temporary purpose inside the storage tank, and then it will be transferred to the boiler. Okay, for the generation of high temperature and high pressure steam in order to improve the life and efficiency of heat engine. Okay, so heat engine, it will be coupled to the generator and it will produces the electrical energy. Okay, so I think this part is clear. Tell me, anyone? Yes, this part is clear to everybody. Yes, yes.
Yes, sir.
I'm asking for all of you people. You are clear this block diagram? Yes? Yes? Tell me. Shall I move?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we will move in next. Okay, we will move. In this paragraph, same explanation is given there. Okay. While studying, you should read this one. Okay. Same thing I have explained there. Okay. So types of solar thermal power plant. Okay. Solar power plant is different and solar thermal power plant is different. Remember this point. Okay. Solar power plant, it will going to trap the solar energy, but it will trap the light energy. Okay. Solar power plant, it will works on the principle or one theorem is there, Einstein equation is there. Okay, so on that basis the solar power plant is working. Okay, but solar thermal power plant is different, it will be work on the principle of black body experiment. Okay, ब्लॅक बॉडी एक्सपेरिमेंट मध्ये काय आहे बघा की एखाद्या ब्लॅक सरफेस वरती जर आपण हीट एनर्जी किंवा हीट एनर्जी इन द फॉर्म ऑफ रेडिएशन मध्ये जर पाठवली, तर त्या ब्लॅक बॉडीमध्ये ती हीट एनर्जी टोटली ॲब्सॉर्ब होते. ठीक आहे. या एक्सपेरिमेंटवरती आपण हा सोलार थर्मल पॉवर प्लांट रन करतोय. ठीक आहे. म्हणजे आपल्याला माहिती असेल बघा, तुम्ही 10वीला जर शिकला असाल तर त्याच्यामध्ये सौर चूल वगैरे त्याच्यामध्ये छोटं छोटं पार्ट एक्सप्लेनेशन होतं तिथं. ठीक आहे. तर काय असतं की एखादा ब्लॅक कलरच्या बॉक्समध्ये आपण भांडे ठेवतो, त्याच्यावरती म्हणजे तो ग्लास ठेवतो आणि त्याच्यामध्ये ते अन्न शिजतं वगैरे, ते तुम्ही ऐकलं असेल किंवा पाहिलं असेल. ठीक आहे. सेम प्रिन्सिपल आपण इथं यूज करणार आहोत ते, पण इन लार्ज स्केल. ओके. So types of solar thermal power plant. Okay. So specifically the solar thermal power plant is classified based on which type of collector is used into that. Okay. Means what, if there is a parabolic type of solar collector is used, means what, it is a parabolic through solar thermal power plant. Okay. If it is parabolic disc type, means what, it is another type. Okay. Central receiver system or the power tower type, it will be a different type. Okay. Or solar updraft tower, it is a another one. Means what, which type of solar collector is used, based on that one the solar thermal power plant is classified into 3 to 4 types. Okay. So we have to see the what are the various types of solar thermal power plant. Okay. So despite the fact that there are several different types of solar thermal power plant, they are all the same in that they utilize mirrors to reflect and concentrate the sunlight on a point. Okay. आपण तुम्ही पाहिलं असेल तर बघा, पूर्वीच्या काळामध्ये आपल्या कंपास बॉक्स असतो ना, त्याच्यामध्ये एक असा सनग्लास यायचा, की त्याला आपण उन्हामध्ये धरलं आणि एखाद्या कागदावरती धरलं किंवा कापसावरती जर धरलं त्याला, तर तिथं हीट जनरेट होऊन तिथं आग लागायची. बरोबर आहे. तर ते कॉन्सन्ट्रेशनसाठी आपण मिरर यूज करतो तिथं. ठीक आहे. To reflect the sunlight and concentrate the sunlight, we have to utilize the mirror. Okay. At this point the solar energy is collected and converted to heat energy. Okay. Which creates the steam and runs a generator. This creates the electricity. Remaining procedure is same. In this constraint we have to see only the what are the various types of solar collectors. Okay. So the main configuration of solar thermal power system includes the following solar collectors: parabolic through collectors, parabolic disc type collectors, central receiver system or the power tower collectors, and solar updraft tower collectors. Okay. So see inside the slide, parabolic through collector. Okay. So see in the image you will get the idea how it will be look like. Okay. So the shape of this one is, yes, see over here the absorber, reflector and piping system. Okay, see inside this diagram. Okay, this pipe will going to carry the working fluid or the water. Okay, so this parabolic structure is available for the absorber. Okay, means what, absorber or the collectors are generally parabolic in shape. Okay. आता ट्रो म्हणजे आहे ना, TROUGS, तुम्ही काय प्रोनाऊन्सिएशन करता बघा, त्याच्यानुसार प्रोनाऊन्सिएशन करा त्याचं. ठीक आहे. आपल्याला माहिती आहे नियर अबाउट ऑल आर फार्मर्स. ओके. सो आपल्याकडे बघा जनावरांसाठी चारा वगैरे टाकण्यासाठी किंवा पाणी पाजण्यासाठी असते ना, नांद वगैरे काहीतरी म्हणतात त्याला आमच्याकडे. तर त्या टाईपचं याचं म्हणजे कन्स्ट्रक्शन असतं. ठीक आहे. किंवा आपण आपल्याकडे एक टँक आहे, त्याला जर आपण असं व्हर्टिकली कट घेतला तर त्याचा जो हाफ हाफ पार्ट होईल तो त्या टाईपचं याचं कन्स्ट्रक्शन असतं. ठीक आहे. समजते का? येस. कन्स्ट्रक्शन मध्ये काय
हो
आहे,
सर.
आपण ज्यावेळेस याला ऍक्च्युअली व्हिजिट करू ना त्यावेळेस आपल्याला व्यवस्थित कळतं, पण आता हे आपल्याला इमेजेस मध्येच थोडं ऍडजस्ट करावं लागेल. ठीक आहे. तर बघा, इमॅजिन होते का बघा, आपल्याकडे नांद वगैरे असते जनावरांना पाणी पाजण्यासाठी, किंवा आपण टाकी जर अशी कट केली व्हर्टिकली, तर त्याचा जो हा पार्ट होतो तो म्हणजे काय असतो, ट्रोवा असतो किंवा त्याला आपण नाद वगैरे म्हणतो. ठीक आहे. हां, कोणीतरी बघा शिरसांग काय श्रेयस्कर प्रशांत म्हणतोय, की त्याला गव्हाण म्हणतात तुमच्याकडे. ठीक आहे. तर ते गव्हाण टाइप स्ट्रक्चर असतं आणि त्याच्या इनसाइडमध्ये हे पाईप असतात. ठीक आहे. हे ॲब्सॉर्बर असतात. म्हणजे काय होतं बघा, की सोलार एनर्जी किंवा सोलार रेडिएशन ज्यावेळेस याच्यावरती पडतात, या पॅराबोलिक स्ट्रक्चरवरती. ठीक आहे. तर ते काय होतात, आफ्टर रिफ्लेक्शन इट विल बी कॉन्सन्ट्रेट ॲट धिस सेंट्रल पार्ट. ओके. म्हणजे सोलारचं जे रेडिएशन आहे ते कुठं पण पडू द्या एवढ्या कॉन्केव्ह सरफेसवरती. ठीक आहे. तर ते काय होतं, आफ्टर रिफ्लेक्शन या सेंट्रल पार्टवरती कॉन्सन्ट्रेट होतो. ठीक आहे. या सेंट्रल पार्टवरती कॉन्सन्ट्रेट होतं. ठीक आहे. मग काय होतं, की या सेंट्रल पार्टवरती कॉन्सन्ट्रेट झाल्याने या पॉइंटचं लोकल टेम्परेचर इन्क्रीज होतं. मग त्या लोकल टेम्परेचरच्या म्हणजे लोकल टेम्परेचर इन्क्रीज झाल्यामुळं काय होतं, हे जे पाईप आहे, या पाईपमधलं वॉटर किंवा वर्किंग फ्लुइड हे हीट गेन करतं. म्हणजे ते हॉट व्हायला सुरुवात होतं किंवा ते गरम व्हायला सुरुवात होते. ठीक आहे. आपण नेक्स्ट बघू, म्हणजे आणखी तोच पार्ट आहे ते बघा. आय थिंक झूम मीटिंगचा टाइम संपत येतोय. आपल्याला लवकरच परत एकदा जॉइन करावं लागेल. ठीक आहे. इथं बघा फील्ड ऑफ सोलार कलेक्टर्स. ओके. तर इथं स्ट्रक्चर आपल्याला दिसतंय बघा. ठीक आहे. पॅराबोलिक ट्रफ कलेक्टर्स. हे बघा सेंट्रल पार्टला हा आपला पाईप रन होतो इथं. ठीक आहे. दिसतंय. तर इथं बघा ही अरेंजमेंट आहे होल. ठीक आहे. आता बघा सुरुवात आपण कुठून करायची. आता ही कोल्ड स्टोरेज टँक आहे. आपल्याकडे सगळी सिस्टम अवेलेबल आहे. ठीक आहे. तर हा कोल्ड वॉटर स्टोरेज टँक आहे. या कोल्ड वॉटर स्टोरेज टँकमधून गृहीत धरू आपण वॉटर या पाईप थ्रू इकडे पॅराबोलिक कलेक्टरमध्ये आलं. ठीक आहे. तर काय होईल, ज्यावेळेस सन रेडिएशन याच्यावरती पडतात किंवा सोलार रेडिएशन यावरती पडतात, त्यावेळेस काय होतं, ते रिफ्लेक्ट होऊन या मिररवरती या सेंट्रल पार्टला कॉन्सन्ट्रेट होतात.